The internet is only 17 years old. The consumer internet. It's only been 17 years since you got spammed in your actual mailbox by America Online with a DVD or CD to put yourself online. It has only been 17 years. This stuff has happened very, very quickly. And I will tell you this, and I firmly believe this, and I say this whether I'm in a room in Silicon Valley or in a room here in Napa Valley, I'm telling you that every person in this room is grossly and substantially underestimating this whole thing. Not social media. I don't give a rat's ass about Facebook or Twitter or Tumblr or Yobongo and all the other things I'll answer you what's coming next. I don't care about that stuff. I really don't. Because all those things are tools on top of what's really important, which is the biggest and most important platform that has changed our culture in a way that we could have never wrapped our heads around, is now fully maturing. It's a teenager, it's ready to go to college, and it's going to kick some serious ass very quickly. You think it's doing a lot of damage now? The amount of people in this room that think that social media, and by the way, all that social media is it's the internet evolving. So it's a term. Really, social media is Web 2.0. Remember that term? That was like 5 minutes ago. I mean, we'll come up with a new name very shortly, and that's great. We'll call it mobile fun. I don't care what we call it. All that's happening is the internet is maturing. And here's where I get pissed. And I know it's in the wine business, and I watch the wine business cold. I watch, you know, I'm happy to see so many more wineries engaging on Twitter. I came here 5 years ago to speak at a wine marketing symposium, and somebody might have been there, and I asked how many people in the room knew what Twitter was, and not one person raised their hand. And I'd already been, using it and leveraging it and trying to figure it out. I'm thrilled. I actually feel, I hope a little bit responsible because I got so much attention for using social media. It feels amazing to me how many people use technology now in our space. I think wineries have jumped on board, and engaged more with the consumer. Somebody tweeted when I was sitting in the room getting ready, is Gary going to come here again and tell everybody in Napa Valley they're douchebags? And I was laughing because what she was referencing, and I was hoping I didn't say that, but I probably did. But here's what I meant, which was that, and please, no, I love Napa Valley, Napa, but what I was trying to say was 3 years ago I came here, actually right before shit hit the fan. I don't know how many of you were here, and I was saying, listen guys, you got to start caring about the customer. My new book, The Thank You Economy, is strictly about that. I told that room, please don't rely on me. Here's what the wine business has done for the last 20, 30 years, and we all know this. This is not new. I really do believe that wineries and brands, not that they've been lazy, that there's a lot of circumstances. We're in an awkward business. We have a 3-tier system. There's a lot of layers between you and the end user, right? It's an extra piece that you're not used to. And you have less control because you're giving it to a 3rd-tier system, and then when it goes to the retailer, if you're going direct to retailer, you can make your own deals. I've been thrown under the bus many a times in my career by my distributor telling the winery that I undersold the price when we agreed to the price, So I've been plenty upset about it as well. There's multiple layers. But I truly believe, and I believe this firmly, and it has changed in the last 18 months, but I think it is still very far away from where it needs to be. I really don't think that most wineries care about their end user enough. I really believe that. And by the way, I'm only catering that to this audience. I believe that about business. I believe about what I talk about in this book is that we are now living in a platform where you can communicate one-on-one with the end user. It is my opinion that in 2011, people mentioning your brand on Twitter. How many people here go on search.twitter.com every single day? Raise your hand. Great number. I'm happy with like 12 of a room 300. I will tell you that it is grossly negligent for you to not do that every single day in today's society. People are talking about your brand, pro, con, and indifferent, and you have an ability to engage with them, and you're leaving it on the table. I ask you, would you go to a restaurant, Mustards, and you're sitting next to somebody and they're talking about your wine brand, would you not come over and say hello? Would you not try to comp that glass of wine? Would you not try to engage with that person? Meanwhile, in a scalable way, which is freaking awesome, it is happening right now on the social webs, and you guys are not engaging with it. You're leaving it. And you're leaving it for characters like me. And I promise you, you do not want to do that.